Right, hello chat, hello, how are we all doing? Let me move. There we are. Yes, how are we all doing? Um, we are here today with the Ruina mod. I don't quite know how it works. Thankfully there's a tutorial here. Know how to play multiplayer online. Highlight a speed dice to allow to slot combat pages, right click to skip a speed die, left control to avoid overriding a clash, the matchmaking chapter based on the units you deploy. That's interesting. So you're telling me... Oh, you're telling me if I build, like, my librarian's only using these pages here, this will be the only thing I have? Oh, that's rather funny. What if we have a canard only? This is canard, right? Yeah, canard only. Good morning, hello. How am I? I'm doing pretty good, thank you. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. We're here today to check out this mod. This is a save I've not progressed fully. So, we don't actually have access to everything, and I don't believe my other save slot has much more. No, my other save slot hasn't even begun yet, so that's not something we're going to be doing. I may have to download something to allow us to play with the rest of everything. Let me go do that quickly. Library of Ruina saves. Because it would be useful to be able to have everything. Let's just empty bookshelf, and then we also have to empty this. And write attributions. There we are, there's the doc. How does this mod work? We will find out. Okay, hold on, here's a fully completed save file, and now I go for Steam. I've never actually played a game. I saw this, the lead mod dev approached me about playing it. I thought, yeah, okay, that's cool. So yeah, here we are. Let me go, presumably it's browse local files? Here we are. Steamworks, oh no, it'd be Library Ruina data. Resources? No. Managed? Not managed. Don't worry, chat, I'll find out where they are, later. It's like multiplayer 1v1s? I'm assuming it's not just 1v1s. I'm assuming you can play with full teams. But where are saves? Would it be resources? No. Try to find the save file location? I am, yeah. Oh, is it? App data? Is it not just local? Oh, okay. That's a percent. Lovely. I remember the first time I learned about percent at data percent. Because I was doing Minecraft modding. And that was like, yeah. So it's back out, local. Yeah, and that was just the biggest... Yeah, trying to figure that out. Quite something. Project Moon. Oh. Local low, not local. Okay, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Project Moon, Library Ruina. Then it will be save slot 1 data. I kind of want to save my current slaves. Let's quit out of the game before I corrupt something. I'm just going to paste this here. Because this is, let's just... We can rename that to save data 1 when we next need it. Anyway, then we delete both of those save files, then I quickly get my downloads. Sorry for not putting this on the main screen, it's just I don't particularly want to be rooting around my files live on stream. That seems like a bad idea for... Well, I mean, it's not like there's anything in here. It's like... Oh no, you'll... Actually, no, I don't want you to find that one out. Never mind. Why the easiest boss? It was from the Limbus tutorial video. which you can see because it'll be... Oh wow, my favorite streamer is streaming. It is this one here. The Ultimate Guide to All Olympus Bosses. That is where it comes from. I really like it, so that's where it is. Anyway, I believe Harmony Load Order Fix does the exact... I keep getting shouted at by base mod whenever I keep Harmony Load Order Fix on. So, is it self-glaze? No, it's Kiwi's thumbnail. So it's not mine. Is this self-shill? You're all watching the stream already. What? How is this self-promo? Okay, here we are. Yeah, this is a completed save. That's the credits. I didn't... No, that one will get me copyrighted. I've never actually had to continue a game from this point. Okay. Oh. Turns out I didn't have those achievements yet. Whoops. Oh well. That's fine. I was gonna get them anyway. Let's just... This is somebody else's save file. Can I... How do I unequip everything? I'm assuming it's here. Key page. Empty. Is there no quick way to do that? You gotta do it one by one. Oh god. Congrats on the achievements. Yeah, yippee, I definitely deserve that one. Honestly, it doesn't really matter. I could have gone through them all if I really cared enough to, but I don't think anybody cares enough to go through and do all of that. Okay. Oh wait, no, those are equipped. What am I doing? What tier are we going to be doing? I have no idea. I really don't know how to build for PvP at all, frankly, so we'll figure that out after. I just wanted to get everything, and then we could decide. Okay. Never 100% LLR, the video was a lot. I would, honestly, I would want to do a 100% video eventually. Do I think it would do well? It could do. Do people care enough about Ruina to want to see it 100%ed? I need to get rid of all these favorites, because I don't have favorite pages. Bugger off. I don't think I've ever used this system. I didn't even know you could favorite pages. No, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do this, this, this. This. Is it such an urban nightmare due to the urban nightmare grim reaping his devious boundary of death build? That is understandable. Also, wouldn't it be she? I'm assuming you mean... There's only one person that can use Boundary of Death, and they're not male. Why are these decks filled? It doesn't matter, I have infinite pages. What am I doing? All I need to do is worry about reverting attribution. This is what matters. We're just cleaning up this save file because it's somebody else's save file, not mine. We should probably start fairly simple so that I actually know what I'm building, rather than going straight for Star of the City and then getting rolled by somebody who actually knows how to play this mod. Because, contrary to popular belief, I'm not very good at Ruina. I just, like, I'm very persistent. That's my one strategy, but persistent doesn't quite help in PvP. Why are the Church of Gears Worshippers pages still attributed? I thought I unattributed your... Did I not? Maybe you still have stuff. What? Okay. You can see all enhanced pages? Oh, yes, you can. That is true. That is a good one. attributed key pages, reverse attribution. Okay, great. So, what sort of things do they have here? This isn't a completed save. Let me just, hold on. What's the mod name? It's called Ruina Multiplayer Online. I do actually, let's get a better completed save, because I know I can get a completed save that has access to literally everything. It is, if I go to Equists Challenge, wherever that is, it'd be the Draft Challenge? Draft. Does that cause it to show up? Ruina Draft formats. And then I quickly go to Ruina Saves, and then I can just download one from start. Oh no, it would be Impuritas Civitas. Yeah. I do not know which one of these I want to download. Reverberation Ensemble Kita, I'm assuming, is something I'd want to do, because then that means... No. ICR or ICB? What does that mean? The naming system in this doesn't... Hold on. Can anyone make sense of this? What do these words mean? I'm gonna assume ICB knows what it means. Let's just download that. Yeah, we're just setting up a save file at the moment, so I have access to everything. Okay. Then we go percent up data percent. What? Huh? No, I don't want to look that up. Percent app data percent. Give me the file folder, not the search result. What is this? Okay. Oh no, it's out of app data, local low. Sorry, I should have set this up beforehand. I didn't know it would take so long to set a thing up. How long do you think you'll be streaming? I have no idea. However long it takes me to get fed up with the mod. Or, well, I mean, no, I might actually like the mods so much. I'll stop streaming it. I don't know. Frankly, I don't know. You're asking the wrong questions that I do not have answers for. So slot 1, temporary data, gone. There. Now we open up this. Right. Okay. Take 2. Let's see if this has everything. What do you mean multiplayer? Just watch. It's like a multiplayer PvP thing. That's what the mod does. Camera's weird. There we are. The problem is it's on a shaky monitor, so every time I have to replace it. Okay, so this hasn't been fully done then. This has... Okay, that's a no then. This is fine. Every time we do this, it gets easier to do. Oh, there's a... Chat, I might be an idiot. There's a folder called complete. Who wants to bet the complete folder is complete? I am... Does he read? No, I'm a Ruina streamer. I'm a Project Moon streamer, to be precise. Why would I stream? Why would I read? Okay, downloads, slave slot data 1. Into there you go, and now we boot up Ruina again. Okay. Use quickly use Cheetah's toolkit to complete the game. Yeah, we could do, but yeah. So, this should, in theory, be everything. 5th time's the charm. Okay. Don't play that because I don't... Okay, it's a completed save file at least. Don't click the new game button. This is... everything other than battle symbols. Alright, that's fine. We don't need battle symbols. I mean, I'm assuming it might help, but like, that's fine. We can grind out battle symbols if we need them later. Okay. So, what level do we want to build for? Because I believe the way this works is, you build, depending if you build pages using only certain sections, you get match made with people from certain sections. So like, if I was to build only using Urban Plague cards, then we would only get matched with Urban Plague running people. Which I believe can be explained here? Yeah. So, highlight the speed dice are allowed to slot combat pages, right-click to skip a speed die, the left control to avoid overriding a clash, the matchmaking chapter based on the units you deploy. I would assume that is how that works, then. Also, we are not ready yet. So, I think we build for Urban Plague first. Urban Nightmare's really fun. Yes, but Counterpoint, Boundary of Death, like, there's a lot of stuff here that can just kill me. I guess we could build for Urban Nightmare. How many librarians do you have access to in Urban Nightmare, by the way? Like, because that, I'm assuming that's an important part of what you get match made as. I have no idea. Any amount you want? 5? Okay, I'm just going to assume all of them and then work on that. So, Urban Nightmare. You. I mean... you can choose any from 1 to 5. Oh, and then you get match made with people running the same amount. Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense. Because I'm assuming if I run Bamboo Hatted Kim, Lone Fixer, Remembrance, like, with 2 librarians, I'll probably be up against people who also run that. Solo challenge? We could go in for more soloing. If we were going to do soloing, I would have to bring out my favorite solo page, which is from here, Donghuan. But also that's Star of the City, which would mean I get murdered. Okay, so we want to slash max. This is interesting. At the end of a scene, a random enemy is resistant to a normal damage type and changes to... Oh, random damage type changes to normal for the scene, chosen women that are endured or normal. See, actually, unironically, setting up a Bamboo Hatted Kim Dante combo might be interesting. So we're doing Urban Plague. I was told Urban Nightmare is fun. So apparently things have been reworked. So like, if I quickly get up Lone Fixer. They gutted Lone Fixer, I'm so sad. Lone Fixer now only gives 1 strength, if no other allies are present. It no longer gives 2. It's a sad day. It's a sad day for the solo challenge runners. These are still probability based, which is funny. The Hull is still a normal. Do we want to check out... Let's check out Full Stop. Let's see what Full Stop does. Has Full Stop been gutted? 1 power for the first scene. 2... That's not... Is that normal? I could have sworn they gave more. Could have sworn they gave more. That's normal? Nothing changed. I think I'm too used to playing rework mods now. I'm just like, that doesn't look like enough power. Normal missing speed dice. Ah, yes. I didn't notice that. Does Bamboo Hatted... Yeah, thankfully Bamboo Hatted Kim does. Honestly, yeah, Bamboo Hatted Kim... Like, well, these guys, no, those don't do anything. Because Bamboo Hatted Kim is... I think Bamboo Hatted Kim, if you're going to be building Urban Nightmare, is just... the crown jewel. Other than like Eugen, who probably also sees a lot of use, I would say let's check. Actually, if people are building Eugen, who has normal slash, endured pierce, we build a slash focus deck with Bamboo Hatted Kim. We have Dante there because Dante then can inflict fragile. Or do we just want to put seeing through weaknesses on it? Seeing through weakness on our Kim. I mean, 5 or more stacks of Fragile. How quickly can we stack Fragile? Like, how do you do Fragile? That's... Inflict 2 Fragile next scene. So it would be... What, 3 Milanese? 3 Milanese is a thing. 3 Milanese would be interesting, because then slash weak then goes into, kills that. Venomous Fangs, we can't use that because we can only use Nightmare and Below. You're too slow. That does Fragile? To where the prescript points. Why is my hovering broken? There we are. 1 Fragile. 4 stagger damage, 1 Fragile. 2 Fragile, 1 Fragile, 1 Fragile. Okay. Do you get 4 specific emotion level cards, or is it all just deck building? I have no idea. I mean, I would assume it would be 4 specific, yeah, so then choosing what 4 to run would be different. Index build? Do we really want... I don't think Urban Nightmare Singleton is really a thing. Running Knockback. Knockback is quite a high clasher. Because then... Do you have to attack with the... Like, okay, let's build... Let's start building, in theory. So we want you. Moulinet is probably the best. There's no Abno pages. Oh, so you just run whatever floor you want. Okay. Moulinet. Moulinet is slash, which is good if we're slash maxing. Because then we have Fragile, yeah. This allows us to basically just undo any resistances, because if they're ever weak to... Yeah, we just... Oh no, they're weak to... Oh, so it's not... That's not as strong as I thought. It wasn't an information assessment to seeing through weaknesses. Seeing through weaknesses is just a way to... Yeah. Just a way to improve damage. Because otherwise, who else would they be running? You are Endured Slash, which would be set to normal. Is anybody weak to... Nobody here is weak to Slash that you'd run. I don't think. Unless I'm going mad. I don't think any of these are... I mean, you're weak Stagger, Tenma. I think the thing is, we need a counter to Eugen. We need a way to kill Eugen, because I get the feeling anybody we go up against is going to be playing Eugen. That's just... We could just burst them down with full stop. Is there a full stop meta? That is what I am curious about. Could you just run full stop and murder someone? Possibly distorted Queen Hydra Vanilla with pre-rev assemble pages? I have no idea, I've never played that mod. If we stack Fragile with these guys, and then we have Hod go in with Slash, maybe? So, I could set multiple things to go that and below. Do we go smoke? What I'm thinking is we run this, and then we have a 4th person who is just supposed to die. Like, is there something that can just kill them quickly to set us online? Hold on. It would be here, key pages, here. Anybody who has less HP than starting. No, it would just be base page with self-damaging cards. Because they kill themselves to set online. We get one-sided a bunch, and we don't do... Counter pages do exist at this point. Counter pages do start existing. So like Repressed Flesh. I mean, Sharp Nails is what we'd want to do with Bamboo-Headed Kim. There is an unironic point where Yield My Flesh is now useful. Because Yield My Flesh... We now can lose this. Because the main problem with Yield My Flesh is the fact that you can never win a Yield My... You can never lose a Yield My Flesh, really. So if we get a bunch of speed on Hokma, who is a 2-6, not Hokma, Bamboo-Headed Kim, we can then lose our Yield My Flesh. And then once we lose our Yield My Flesh, we then get access to Declaim Their Bones. Which I guess the problem with Declaim My Bones is they can just not... We're playing against a player. The player just wouldn't attack us. Like, it's a funny idea, but the player would surely just not attack the Bamboo-Headed Kim. It's a player, they have the ability to not one-side us. Unless, like, aggro forces people to? Is aggro a thing in Ruina? I could have sworn it was, but I may be going mad. Is aggro isn't a thing? What am I talking about? No, aggro isn't a thing, I'm... actually just losing it. Right. Does Coops play this game? I've been playing too much modded recently. There is aggro in a lot of mods. It is something that gets added in quite frequently. You can't quite blame me. Okay, so I mean, the obvious thing is to just go for smoke, right? Smoke slash. Oh no, I guess Bamboo Head Kim more wants to slash power stack. Like if we have this. Then there's it's acupuncture for 3. We want 2 slays because they're light restore and strength. And then you go to draw, it's like draw the sword. I think it's draw the sword to overcome crisis. I am not very good at card draw. Can you still redirect with Declaim the Bones to force a one-sided? Could you? I mean, yeah, in theory, I suppose. I suppose you could. Okay, we might want to drop one of these for more overcome crisis. Overcharge plus W Corp build? Could do. Okay, let's go. Even though Lone Fixer is absolutely gutted, it's still 1 strength. Like, I still can't think of anything that would be better than this. And then we get 8 for this stage of the game, right? This is a... So then we'd need, like, a 1... Oh, and then we want, like, here or lower. Strength is strength, so true. Hi, how's it going? The mod we're just building at the moment. Will overspending on cost force you into higher tiers? I have no idea, but I'm worried it will. Which is the reason why I'm not going to chance that. We could go for more bleed, because we get power based on bleed, right? No, we don't. We already have Razor Strike too. Do we inflict paralysis? No, we do not. Choose up to 8, it should be fine, yeah. Do we do blunt attacks? We do 1 blunt attack, not worth it. 50% chance to boost slash damage by 1. No, Hook doesn't seem worth it. We could just go for Arnold. If we go Electric Shock, is that toxic? I think that's fine. That's quite cruel. Just casual paralysis on the enemy. And we could go this and then go down, see what there is. So there's like 1 extra damage against enemies who have bleed, because that's just more damage for a damage. If we instead go for, like, stagger, that's good. Right. Then we want to build you to go Moulinet spam. Which means we're going to need a lot of light restore. Keeping in stride? Is keeping in stride... Keeping in stride? I guess, no, keeping in stride is probably more worth it. 1 HP on recovering winning a clash. Right. Then you. How on earth do you do light restore at the start of the game? We can do charge. Charge works. Is there any passive block? No, I don't think any passives are blocked. And we got Energy Cycle Leap. Because then that's... more haste, which is good for us. And then page draw, so like 200 cycle 2 leap. And then because we want to go for more slash, which is our goal. No. Let's go for more fragile. More fragile. I just realized we can't use those because they're from a higher tier. It would need to be like this, which is, I mean, it's a decent dice. 4 to 7, 3 to 7. We don't get the power up from being singleton, but who cares? Still one fragile. I'm sure we can't do this. That's not the stage of the game we're at. Okay. And then for you, we want to go for more... I honestly don't know how to run you. I mean, we want remembrance. Oh. I'm an idiot. Because we're going to be sacrificing one person. Remembrance, we don't want loan, because we're not... I just realized that is an issue. We're not running them alone. Lone Fixer is a waste of points. What I do want, then, is this. I want to run Kazuna instead. Stacks up to 2 times, so we kill 2 people off to get this going. We'll want more counter pages, then. I reckon replace the Overthrow by another Sharp Nails. Sharp Nails can be our power stacking thing. Which is fine, because then Slay goes into Sharp Nails. All seems pretty good for me. Singular Strike, obviously. It's annoying not to have that, but... we have that with these, which is good. Because otherwise, we could look up into singular dice things. Are there anything like that? I mean, engagement into... it's target and self. What on earth would you use on guard for? Oh, okay, never mind then. Okay, so yeah, we want Remembrance Kazuna. Remembrance Kazuna, keeping in stride. Okay, you. Now, you are the last real page I have. The question is it worth continuing to Dante stack? Or is it worth having a high-speed clasher? I reckon it might be worth having a high-speed clasher. Somebody whose goal is to just go fast and redirect attacks. We could go for Sen. Sen doesn't have an extra dice. Emma's pretty high speed. Could go Emma. Emma's good. Because then we go Emma, we want to give... is there any good pages that give haste? Dagger Press. Dagger Press is a decent one. Flying Sword is also pretty good. Blunt Dice Power, so automated movement obviously is a good choice. Leap. So we want, once again, Leap. The Leap Energy Cycle, not Gather Intel, Energy Cycle. Why not use Emma on Yesod's floor? No, I have no pages, yeah. Okay. And then we want something else. We want something more... is there anything that would reward haste? That is a question. Is there anything in base Ruina that rewards haste? Yes, 6 or higher. Also, yeah, okay, Flashing Strike. I'm good with that. Because then one haste, more haste, Flashing Strike to punish. Then we want... this is the PvP mod, yeah. Okay, and then... any more haste? Not at the stage of the game we are at, but we do want Remembrance Kazuna. Remembrance Kazuna. And then we got one more cost, which is going to be keeping in stride. And then for you lot, We then want as many self-damaging as possible. Well, obviously we want to run Kazuna. So, yeah. We can actually get an extra speed dice. Oh, no, we can't. Never mind, that's an 8 cost. Yeah, no, that's good. Because there's nothing else that lowers that, I don't think. And then we want another Kazuna here. There. And then we pick up the... can we run both, out of curiosity? No, no, they are the same Kazuna, just different prices. Okay, and then we pick up the Love Town card, which, well, and as well as the other one. Or it'll be damage to self. I mean, if we go damage to self. Wrath of Torment, Set Fire. Honestly, there's an argument to be had for these. More bleed to self, or no, Desperate Struggle. Then we save this here, load it here. Okay, now we see if this works at all, or if we get sent up against somebody who actually knows what they're doing and die horribly. Right. Urban Nightmare. Okay, so we set it up. We set it up properly. Right. Oh? Okay, we're in. So, highlighted dice go first, is what I've learned. They all have a lot of speed. I get the feeling if I target Eugen, I'm going to be redirected immediately. Why do they all have strength? What are they running? Meow Meow. Okay, that makes sense. They've got high speed stuff. There's a Bamboo Headed Kim, there's a Eugen. Right. Okay. So... I'm gonna go for that. I get redirected by basically anything, but I'm fine with that. And then how do I... Is it like... Oh, I need to click both of them in. They can't... I mean, they can stop both. And then do I... Right-click? Enter? Chat, what do I do here? Oh, now it's their turn. Okay. They're clashing that. Okay. They clash that with the execute. Really? For emotion level, maybe? Suppose that makes sense. This is... Okay. I mean, it's kind of hard to get a read on what we're doing here, considering. Yeah. I still don't have a read on... So, they have to go with their 3, right? Yeah, there. Okay, so now it's my 3, so it goes back and forth. Okay. Them on there. Okay. I can't redirect that. I can't redirect anything until I get to, like, there. Okay, do you have an Unrelenting? Do they have an inbuilt Unrelenting? No, they don't. Snipe. Oh, I see. Oh, and they probably are singleton. That's fine. They don't get more powerful the lower their health is, from memory. We're not playing Babel anymore. They don't get more power for having less HP. Can't use Gebra's floor or Roland's floor. You don't have ego pages, is the thing. That's the important thing to note. Okay. Dimensional Rift on them. They clash the energy cycle, they win that. Okay. They get to go there. Snipe Meow Meow. Oh boy, this is boring. Yeah, I mean... And they're running smoke. Okay. Oh, and they've got every ego gift. Every facial gift known to man. Okay, that's... something. Are we really gonna have to build meta? I wanted to build something funny. I guess we do have to build meta. Yeah, okay, they're running smoke as well. Okay, wow. We did just really queue into a meta build. Because it's... Okay. That's something. Excuse me for trying to have fun in the game. That was my mistake, actually. We don't win that. We can take that away and then get more attacks on Eugen. Yeah, I can see why this would never work out. It's just pure meta. Let's give it a chance. Let's give it a chance. There might be fun to be had yet. The problem I'm seeing is we're all attacking them. I mean, if I can just kill the Eugen before they get in the Boundary of Death off, I think that's good. Because that seems like... I mean, it's not their win con. They're running... I mean, the thing is... Dark Cloud Blade? Slash dice power plus 1. Yeah, that's attacking. So then I choose one of these to go first? Do I? Okay, they're targeting my Dante. None of them are weak to anything. There's no point to run a Dante. And of course they're targeting me here because I don't have any way to defend myself there because I already used up all my light. That's a 5 cost. Why do they... Oh, do I have to go with all of my 5 costs? Okay. That feels unfair to me, but sure thing. Did they just redirect that, or am I going blind? Oh no, it's because they're clashing that now. Am I going mad? I could have sworn that was they were clashing that earlier. Why is that there? Huh. Would Hanafuda be good here for team-wide haste? We'll put that on the back burner for next time. Put that on the back burner for next time, because I get the feeling, chat, this may be the sort of stream where I allow backseating specifically so we can not die horribly. And now they get to slot everything under the sun. Okay. Okay. You redirected it away, did I? I redirected that one. No, I didn't. They clashed that one. Huh? Oh, did I redirect that earlier and then they redirected my redirect, which doesn't go back to the earlier librarian? Okay. Why do they have 80 health, by the way? Am I going mad? Why does mine... Oh, because I'm running Kazuna. No, that makes sense. And that is everything. I have a counter page, so that's not as bad as it looks. Those are just econ pages. So that goes first. That gets killed by my slash. We could target them. We could target them especially, because if we target them with, like, one of these... No, I see the issue. By running the 2 of them, that gets through. Okay, I see the issue there. Let's just do that. Okay. Let's see how horribly we die here. Oh, that's a 12 rolling Eugen. Okay, no. No, I see. And they've already got smoke. Okay, yeah, okay. Yeah, you win. Okay. Hopefully there isn't punishments for doing that, but, if there is, oh well, I'll take a reduced Q. Yeah, no, I'm not taking that fight. If I get punished for that, yeah, no, fuck it. Okay. So that was an experience. Let's start building meta chat. Fuck it. Fuck, don't backseat, actually. Fuck that. I want all your meta builds. Give me your meta builds, chat. We're gonna break this game in half. All the meta builds, chat. Let's just get all the meta builds possible. First things first, I'm gonna quit out and quickly get Cheetah's mod running so I can give myself every face thing. That was you? That was a fucking awful build. Why did you do that? Why did you do that? I was playing for fun, not to play against immediate first turn strength, smoke, die in fucking 1. Funny? No, it wasn't. It really wasn't. That was the opposite of funny. I just died. Yeah, fuck this. Time to go to my August, because apparently that's how you play this mod. Tee-hee. That's not a tee-hee. If I have one more game like that, I'm just not going to play the mod again. I don't think you realize that. Like, I don't think you thought that through very much. The point is to test out the mod. If I have another game like that, I'm just not going to do that anymore. Okay, how do I unlock everything? Can I just unlock these permanently, or... Was it meta? You were running smoke... Yes. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Hello there, Kiwi. I'm trying to have fun in a mod that clearly isn't designed for it. I just ran what I go in normal game. There's a separate mod for all gifts. Okay, let's go grab that. Workshop. All gifts. What is this? Huh. Workshop manual? Why is there a workshop manual? Yeah, it's not meta at all. If that's not... What is meta at that point? If running that isn't meta, what is meta? They staggered half of my team in one turn. Oh, you were saying, yeah, no, yeah. Smoke, snipe, meow, meow, blunt abuse on Emma, yeah. Yeah, /J, yeah, okay. I mean, it'll be all... I mean... Most popular... All battle symbols, there we are. Okay, I'm just gonna hope that works. Okay, well, we go again. Tune it down for a lot for next time and try a funny build? I bloody hope so, because one more game like that I am just straight up not going to play anymore. I just flat out died. That's not enjoyable in any world, actually. Is there admin pages? There are no admin pages, no. Thankfully, this is not any sort of actual multiplayer game where I get a punishment for disconnecting, because otherwise that would have been misery. Okay, well... Take 2 on deck building. That was all useless, because we can't use any of it, because apparently none of it works. So, we try again. Chat. We try again. Does it turn into a different game to stream? I mean, if I stop having fun, yeah, it would do. Maybe an endurance protection build to not die instantly, but then how do we win clashes? I don't see what we do here. Okay, let's try that Hanafuda idea somebody mentioned. Let's try that Hanafuda idea. Because if we only build using Plague... Better in speed and Eugen's Kazuna, yeah, true. Maybe Star of the City? Fuck no. I will die horribly to every meta build under the sun. Let's go for Haystack. Is there any reason to Haystack on Hanafuda, or do we just use better pages to Haystack? Like, we could go for a discard build, but is there any reason to run Hanafuda? Really? Sorry, this is fun. Come on, I will die horribly. I'm not running Star of the City. I already had a bad first game. I'm not running that again. Right. You know what? To dip my toes in the water, let's do something we're more familiar with. Let's do something we're more familiar with. Let's do a solo thing. Let's do a solo. We're good at solos. We can do solos. We just run Bamboo Hatted Kim. Lone Fixer. We don't do Kazuna because we don't have that. We do have the Haulers. Valerie, Lila, and then we get a one more, which will be... I don't know. I could just run smoke, because I get the feeling any build anyone ever plays against me with is going to have smoke, so I may as well run it myself. Like, that's miserable to think about, but if everybody is... It's Ruina. I mean, oh, I can't even do that because I forgot I'm playing Bamboo-Headed Kim, which means he only gets 3 passives. That's fine. Puffy Broom to at least negate smoke. That's a fair idea, but we can't fit anyone else on Bamboo-Headed. What do we go for Eugen? Actually. What if we go for Eugen? Eugen has enough room for that. Hello, Olivia, welcome. Thankfully, I'm fairly certain it forces you to play against people who run the same amount, I would hope. Otherwise, we're about to get a shit rocked. Loan... that. And then I get the feeling everybody else is going to be running first time power, so... we go paralysis. Is paralysis even worth it versus just strength stacking ourselves? I don't know. I would like at least health faller. Okay, there, and then we want a 3 cost, which would be, I mean... Puffy Broom. I get the feeling I know how these cards fall. Smoke Addiction's an interesting idea. Smoke Addiction stimulating fumes? I can't fit enough for that. That's an idea. Nothing beats first turn builds. Let's hope that's not true. This is a multiplayer PvP mod, yeah. Actually, maybe rather than Smoke Addiction, let's go for the other one. It's co-op. No, it's not co-op. It's a PvP. Okay. So what do I want to run here? Oi, Lucio. Do I have a Lucio at the moment?
That's CBT 5076 added $2.65
oh, I do have a Lucio, there you are.
Oi, Lucio.
Lucio can sit up there. That's really interesting. It is really interesting. The first game we got was Misery Incarnate, but we're going to hope it gets better. HP is at 25% lower, so we can do that. That's our light and draw, although we do heal. I get the feeling we're going to be taking a lot of damage anyway. We could go rather than this. What if we stack Bamboo-Headed Kim's pages? Like, Bamboo-Headed Kim gives, not Razor Strike, Singular Strike? Singular Strike is just a better lone fixer if we build properly. Because then do we get also that? No, we are capped out there. Because we go this. We could go Engagement to get Unguard and then the other one. That's an idea. Otherwise, Extreme Edge is also an idea. 2 Extreme Edges. From memory... 1 non-counter die, so we can have counter dies as well. I mean, I don't think there is any one offense. Is there a limit to what you can use? No, anything is possible. Which is part of the problem. Flesh, honestly, this is an idea. This looks honestly kind of miserable to play against, but we'll see. I mean, all they need is other stuff and then they can just hit through us. They just need multiple pages. Well, let's see. Let's see if this works. Let's see if I get match made against somebody else using 1 person. Is that something? Super Persistence? We could do Super Persistence if it doesn't work. Pools won't have many good uses here, yeah. Okay, so it's Bamboo-Headed Kim versus them. They go first. What are they running? I didn't even add smoke. What am I doing? I'm an idiot. I also didn't get the other thing. Jewel. Max HP and max stagger resist are doubled. Oh, that's cool. It has inbuilt functionality for doing that. Okay. Okay, Okay, I've run into an issue here where I don't actually have enough. Can I right-click? Yeah, okay. Let's see what they play next. Assume everyone runs full stop builds. The first one we got was misery to play against because it was a meta build, but we'll see if this works better. Why do you have so much HP? That would be this funny passive here, which I wasn't expecting. Jewel. Okay, I probably should have done more draw of the sword. Singleton drawed pages. Yeah, okay, they're running singleton, which makes sense. Okay, I win that. And then... Oh, I forgot about counters. I forgot we do have counters because we're Eugen. Is that a count? Was that always a counter? I didn't know that was always a counter. Flash. Okay. I could have sworn that was just a single page before. They changed it? Yeah. I didn't think that was usually a counter. That felt strange to me. I mean... Okay, and then we see if they one-side me. So there's a defensive build angle for Eugen. That's interesting to see. Okay. I think they were looking to block me out of light there by not clashing, which is interesting. Would this be scummy? Like, it's just gambling. Do I really want to do gambling? Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Oh wait, I just forgot it's their turn now. I probably should have played my econ first. Oh well. Do they clash with that? They clash with that. Okay, probably should... not sure. Yeah, I get the feeling counter pages might be a good pick here, because then they one-side me, I get hit by the counter page. They have just an innocuous counter to deal with. Yeah, now I have to deal with theirs. How do they clash higher than me? I guess it's slash. That's an interesting thing. I just... Okay, speed rolls hate me. Fuck it. I probably should have gone for econ first, because then they can determine how they respond to my econ, and then I hit my... No, I rolled lower anyway, so they get to respond how they want to. Regardless. That, 2 to 7. Okay, I hope mine's stronger. It's probably not going to be, considering... Did I go for... I mean, Remembrance won't help because nobody else is on the field, and then I die to that. Okay. Oh, because they've just redirected. Yeah, no. No, and then I die to that, because, yeah, okay. Oh. Does that even remotely make a dent? No. No, it doesn't. Okay. I think I run into a problem here because my opponent will always know what I'm doing because I'm streaming and they're not. They can just build to counter me. Okay. Hopefully I at least get the stagger here. No, I don't, because they can just roll a 12. Of course they can. Probably should have focused on more page draw early. I haven't even done any damage. Okay. This feels like build gap. Yeah, no, Bamboo-Headed Kim is just better. I can see viewership dropping. That's probably because this mod is just miserable. There's just nothing entertaining to watch here. Yeah, and then I die. Yeah, 30 viewers. I don't think anybody likes this mod, from the looks of things. I can't say I blame them. I'm not enjoying myself either. Yeah, and then I die here because I don't have enough healing. We have 55 viewers. It's telling me 30 at the moment. Right here, telling me 30. And I die. It's an interesting experiment to see how miserable this game is online, if anything. Yeah, true. True. It is an interesting experiment to seeing how miserable this game gets. Okay, well, let's give it one more shot and then I'm calling off the stream. Well, no, I need to have enough to make a video on this, at least, to say why it's a bad experience. Right, well... Okay, with a team is miserable, with a single is miserable. Let's try one more. Anybody got any other interesting ideas? Ah, fuck it, I could give into the meta and see if it gets better when we just full stop one side. Let's see if that makes the game more enjoyable. I can't believe I'm saying this, I actually had more fun playing League of Legends. That's a worrying statement for anybody. You don't have extra speed die, which is how they've been balanced. They've just been gutted. I don't know. There's no reason to run anything other than the meta. I may as well just run the best pages. Like, why should I build cleverly when I can just run Bamboo Hatted Kim? Fusion. Meta just to prove the imbalance? Okay, chat. Chat. Give me a meta team. Just somebody give me a meta team. Just find the most meta thing you possibly can, and let's do that. At some point I played League of Legends, yes, and I had more fun. But yeah, no, let's go for it. Somebody give me a meta team. Full stops and Bamboo Hatted Kim. Okay, yeah, no, that makes sense. If we have Bamboo Hatted Kim Smoke, Bamboo Hatted Kim Smoke, and then, hold on, let's just get, I need to quickly pick these up. I'm gonna hope that having the gifts doesn't fuck us over. Because if that does screw us over, then I don't know what to do. Full stop is toxic? I don't care. We can run anything, but then we get matched into people that are also using pages from that thing. Is the thing. Warp overcharge? That's an interesting idea. What is this? Yeah, okay. I don't want to equip all of these, but I kind of have to, or else I'm just throwing away free stats. You have an idea if you want to hear about? Go ahead. I will take anything at this point. Yeah. I have no idea if having these ego gifts... I don't want to equip these on everyone. You know, that's good enough. I imagine if, like... if there were other people that were, like, not the best at... I don't know. I don't know how you make this fun. How would multiplayer even work? It's PvP. It's also utterly miserable. As you can imagine. I mean, I may as well just run meta. What's the point of running anything else? And then we run full stop here just to get some damage in. They're all single dice. Is it even worth running full stop there? Tamaki. Key page. Attribute speed. Meow meow blind fire. Yeah, okay, sure. 5 trash disposal, one of them max roll, so true. Okay, so for you, we want smoke. We build smoke on you as well as Kazuna. Because Kazuna will end up stacking up because we're going to have the other people die eventually, and then Lone Fixer here. I'm thinking too far ahead. What am I doing? What we need immediate damage, and then we need to kill. I just realized, is smoke addiction changed? No, it's Sooty Thwack is what we're looking for. Sooty Thwack, Puffy Broom, and then we want Meow Meow. Yeah. No, we put that on the disposable people. We want more slash power stacking. How do we get slash power stacking? That's a question. Jin's smoke page puts paralysis. I'm not sure if paralysis would be too useful. I'm honestly not sure. Sharpen Blade and Seo's passives. That makes sense. Blade. I guess that might be a lower thing. Just spam Funeral, Dead Butterfly, or Magic Bullet. There are no ego pages. Sharpen Blade is a page. Ah, okay. Yeah, fair. So then I guess we go for Seo. Running Star of the City and Purita stuff, because if we run that, then I have to build against the entire Star of the City, and I will die horribly. Is the reason why. We only get 3, so that works. Drop and Blade, okay. We want 2 sharp now, so we can counter that, and then we want smoke. I'm doing this because then that at least keeps the smoke. I apologize again for doing that the first game. Thank you. I'm not sure if it can be saved. We want Deep Drag to get more smoke for myself. Smoke Prick is not what we get to use. Trace of Fumes we could do, but our enemy will probably be using smoke. So, can't do Guidance of the Gears. We could do Smoking Pipe for Restore Light. Or do we want Slay? I mean, Deep Drag is good enough smoke gain for us. So we could go here. Oh no, we want Page Draw. So if we get individual page draw by doing this, then go to Overcome Crisis. And then we want a Slay. Okay, Inhale Smoke is pretty sufficient for, yeah, for Soul Smoke game. I could just go Singleton here rather than this, and then I get 3 card draw, which would skip the Overcome Crisis. Let's just do that, actually. Not Will of the City, it's Prescript. Will of the Prescript, and then we can go assuming there. I think it's a bad idea to assume they're running smoke. Do you have access to Persistence? I do, I'm not sure if it would be too useful. Although it would be deck thinning. I think we need some more low costs, to be honest. That's something I'm noticing is a problem we have. Like, Yield My Flesh is interesting. Yield My Flesh works, actually, because I realize now you can force people to one-side you. Overcome Crisis rolls that. Okay, that's fair. And then we can go to draw the sword. And then we want more power. So, like, execute. We're already Singleton. Okay. Then for Eugen. Eugen is probably also smoke! Because I see how things are going down. This mod's fun with friends? I imagine the mod is quite fun with friends. Sadly, I'm not playing with friends. I'm just playing with anyone who joins. Which makes it not fun. Not at all. Unrelenting and bait people. They can just see what I've got. They can just see what I've got. Then we go here. We then go, as well as that, we want... other than smoke, what else do we want to stack? Go respiration, that's an interesting idea. Otherwise, could go pierce power up, maybe? I don't know. There is a world in which you just go gambling with Rose. Like, that is a world. You just go for the gamble. Try and hit them as many times as possible. And just murder them like that. I mean, like... Statistically, using a recycler... Like... What? Trash... No, it's... disposal? Oh. Oh, it's not a 2 cost. Is it not here? Am I losing my mind? Oh, it's super exclusive? Okay. So you would have to run them with Rose passives themselves. Otherwise, yeah, it's sweeper only, okay. Fair. Anyway, you. Smoke / build 2. Okay. Is there another SEO page? I mean, what are we really running SEO for on you? We're running SEO on you for not Razor Strike. Dark Cloud Blade. I mean, I'm assuming we could just find more slash. You can use entire floors. You can use entire floors. You can get Razor Strike from them. Free Action Force just seems like a terrible idea. Are there any other pages that gain power from not being attacked? Because if you right-click skip a dice, it can't be targeted. So there is an argument to be had of... Hold on. Wait a minute. Sorry, hold on. I need to test something. Whoever's playing the games with me, I'm sorry for what I'm about to do, but does this work? If I go Zhao, who has... Do they just inflict burn at certain points? Or what? How do they do... It's on a melee hit. Is there any way to just passively inflict burn? Why am I on Roland? Roland already has pages. Is there any way to just kill people for existing? Are there any passives like that? Like, just all other enemies on field take damage the longer you exist. Don't think so. Okay, whoever I'm playing against. Fiery Waltz does that? That's on hit. No, just whoever I'm playing against. I'm going to quickly run Roland. This is just to... Just run Roland yourself too, and then let's try something. Yeah. I just want to see if this works, because if it does, it'll be stupid. Like, target me... I'm assuming you can only target that one. Like, yeah. Because you can't target that one because it's gone. Oh, okay, so you just target regardless. It doesn't act like a free Spring Genesis. Okay. That's good. Because that would be slightly absurd. Oh, okay, it just makes one of them targetable. Okay, I see. Cool, thank you. That's decent design, actually. Well done for them for thinking of that. Okay. I mean, it means you would only have to defend one, but you may as well just use two at that point. There's no reason to have two, but... You skip something, how does the combat work? It goes slower speed to faster speed, and you can redirect them, like... is there any reason to run Boundary of Death? Boundary of Death is funny, but is there actually any reason to ever go for it? Other than, like, as a, haha, I can gamble for a laugh. Right, Dark Cloud Blade. Then we get a 1 cost. Which will just be, like, honestly, could use Meow Meow. May as well. Like, I've got a free one space, may as well run Meow Meow. I'm not the normal Labor Ruina, but multiplayer combat. It's a PvP. That's how it works. Okay, and then we just go more slash stacking. Once again, we go singleton, because I get the feeling singleton is just meta. Does it work like initiative? It does work like initiative, yeah. Yeah, I'm gradually picking up on things, and I do believe that the meta is just to run smoke singleton. Oh, and then we want the other one, which is the slash stacking from here. Drop and blade. Does it have enough light restore? Not really. Ah, we get a motion level up. What are you playing? Multiplayer online. That is what we're playing. Now for you. So, the way we do this is we get a speed dice. Which we get from here. You don't get Abner pages, so HOD doesn't work. But Bremen pages plus no, we can only use at this tier, or else we get punished for it. Right. Extra speed die, which we can just get from, like, here. Speed dice from you. We want Meow Meow. And Snipe. Or which would be... Meow? Oh, no, it's not you, it's here. Meow, there. And then we want a 3 cost, which would just be... Snipe? No, we already have Snipe. It would just be any, like, power. Leeway, which is a 2 cost, where then we do we get a 1 cost? No, it's more worth it to run Stefan. Okay. There we are. And then we just... Bullets. I'm assuming we just range page them. Just indiscriminate shooting. Take the shot. Just the usual, really. Because we could do this, but it is just... From everything I remember about how to play ranged characters, it's just you do this. And then, I mean, we can probably run going for bullseye and headshots. I think that works as a deck. Just fuck you, die. Doesn't seem fun, but I am well beyond that at this point. Oh. Take the shot, indiscriminate, target spotted / wildcard. Okay. Yeah, cool. Like, target spotted works, but I think that those are fine to have too. Although, maybe we want lower cost. Because we can actually play going for bullseye. Immediately. Would Singular Strike counter this? No, the idea is to one side. I don't think Singular Strike can counter much of anything here. I have range pages. I go after you. Also, I get a bunch of strength gain, so no, I don't think that works. I'll go for speed. Then we go for power. Which would be here? No, here, because we want... Not leeway. We want... Stefan. And then what have I missed here? It's a 1 cost. Meow Meow. There we are. Meow, there we are. And then for you, you can't run that, but you can run another one. So here we go here. Just Hanafuda. Here. Yeah, speed so you can grab it from our own attributes. Oh, huh. Whoops. I mean, it doesn't matter, we're already doing fine. And then a 1 cost. Like... Do they have anything going for them? 1 random feeble. That's decent enough. Okay. Well, let's see if this works. And if not... Yeah. Grab buzz from gaze? Okay. Oh, good enough? Ah, it's fine. Alright, let's see. Okay. Okay, so they're going for remembrance strats then, I see. And the gambling! Oh, lovely. Singular strike gaming, I see. Why do I go first? I'm a range page. Okay. Well, that's annoying, because the game doesn't work like it should, but sure thing. Okay. Okay. No, I see. I see. Yeah, then they just die. And because we all rolled bad speed values, we don't get to go first. Okay. Range goes first during the combat phase, apparently, but it can't one-side. I can't control whether or not it one-sides, is the issue there. What? Oh, you go first. Why? Okay, some of them just want to go first. Sure, okay. Okay. Isn't going first an instant loss because how Ruina works? It goes based on speed value, so now they go with a few, and then I go after. It's TTS / indiscriminate on turn 1, did I not do this? Yeah, I just take the shot indiscriminate. They lose value by turn 2? Yeah, yeah. Now the question is, can they redirect my ranged attacks, which just would entirely screw me over? I don't have enough. I'm an idiot. I should have played Deep Drag. Okay. Okay, focus you, and I have to skip that one. Okay. See, this normally wouldn't happen, I'm assuming. I'm assuming this is happening because the person I'm playing against had every ability to counter-build me that they could possibly wish for. Also, yeah, no, they just get to clash with my ranged attacks. No, that's fine. That's fine. That's totally not... I guess it makes sense the player is able to do that. That is something the player has the capability of doing, but, like, it still kind of sucks that, considering range pages are supposed to go fastest, that's, like, their entire point. I guess it would be pretty miserable otherwise, maybe, is the idea. Who's Did they just... They just clashed with all my range pages, so now they don't get to do anything. No, that's... Yeah, okay. And they get to do it again because they go first, because, yes, they just rolled better. Okay. No, that's fine, actually. I didn't want to do that strategy. Library Ruina was not... Oh. Huh. Well, we'll try again. I guess that... Good game! Yeah, I didn't even play out a single turn. The Wi-Fi gambit? All you gotta do is DDoS your opponent. Yeah, that was certainly something. I don't know how I'm going to make a video on this. If there were more people... Could this be fun? Yes! With people you know. With strict guidelines, I reckon... Like, I would really like to use this to make a tournament. Like a tournament, but this would be really cool. I would want... Honestly, I want to invite, like, good Ruina players to do organized stuff. I don't know how... You'd have to set it up differently, because it would have to be... Like, there would have to be a way to set specific lobbies up, which I'm sure would be added later. But, like, as it is, there are not enough people online for it to be going up against randoms of similar skill levels, which obviously asking for an MMR system in a mod for a single-player game is a bit much. But, like, pretty certain that already exists. I saw one other Ruina mod and it just sucked. One other Ruina multiplayer mod and it just sucked. With friends, could this be fun? Yeah, I reckon with friends this could be fun. With other people on the internet. No. No. Should you play this mod? If enough of you play this mod, I'm sure the game could be fun. But as is, the current experience, which may be shifted by the fact that I have to play online, so whoever is facing me has the full ability to change their build however they want. Have I had fun? No. Would I recommend this to other people? Yeah, give it a shot. You might have fun. Would it be more fun if it had a draft pick style, so you wouldn't just be going up against the meta every time? Yeah, I'd say so. I think it would be quite cool to block certain things. I'm sure there's different things to be added. Some sort of way to... I don't know. Anyway, apparently things are taking a while, so let's just, the classic. Let's play some solitaire. Probably should have 2 better blunt passes than Emma, funnily enough. That's fine. What did you miss? We're currently waiting for a lobby. Which means it is time to go for the classic. Yeah, would I recommend other people to play this game? Oh, did we get a match? Hey, we got a match. Okay. Okay, this is Emma Sacrifice Gambling with Rose. Okay. Okay. How does the mod work? Basically, depending on speed values depends on where you go. And that sort of determines things, basically. Also, wow, our feeble went onto the one person we don't care about. Indiscriminate shots. So basically, yeah, it goes lowest speed to highest speed, and it determines stuff like that. Why do you not have... Oh, yeah, you just didn't get meow meow. Okay, damn. Meow meow just didn't go onto you. Sucks to suck, I suppose. Right. So, let's just check what they've got going. They've got Remembrance. A lot of percentage chances. Blunt dice power. No smoke. Snipe Remembrance. So they're going for a first thing, maybe? I mean... So... I don't like the gambling. That, to me, feels like they just will have something that kills me instantly, and I'd rather not have to deal with that. We go Sharpened Blade to overcome Crisis? No, we don't have single strats. We could go... I think we just throw in to overcome Crisis against, like, them. I can't target that yet, of course. We just... I mean, dice advantage is important. That... My time playing modded Ruina has taught me that. See, the problem here is now, because they just rolled better speed than me, they get just it to clash everything, and then... I guess full stop is balanced here by the fact that, you just can't use them for their intended purpose, which is fair. I mean, they probably do have quite high clashing values, but still. Okay, now I get to go. What did you go there? That? I think I probably win that. I don't know, it's gambling. Now let's take out you as well. I'd honestly like to invite other Project Moon YouTubers to try out this mod, because I think playing with people you know is probably a very, very fun experience. I cannot in my right mind call this a fun experience. I would be lying if I said I have had a fun time today. Let's go for Flashing Strike on you then, I suppose. Placing dice is permanent? Yes, yes it is. Oh, and that just counts as that. Okay. Oh yeah, and they can just redirect my ranged attacks so I can't target them. Yeah, no, that's reasonable, I suppose. It feels like speed might be more useful here, but I don't know how to stack speed. They just got luckier rolls than me. I don't really know how to stop that. They just got better. They got a better first turn. I've always had a bit of a theory about how multiplayer Ruina would go down. And Limbus especially too. And my theory was just whoever gets the better speed values turn one, also they just redirect me because I don't get to do anything here. I don't have any control over the match state. Because I rolled worse. Yep, that's fun. Yeah, whoever just got luckier with their speed values would just win. Oh, we roll quite high. Maybe I've done overkill amounts of stuff. How do you get to hit me? It's a range page. Oh no, you get to hit after a range page. I'm thinking of counter dice. Okay, I vastly underestimated how good range pages were here with power stacking. Huh. Okay. Okay, now my opinion goes in the other direction. How was my opponent supposed to counter this? I mean, they wanted two people to die. I've just helped them there with that. But, like, they're just dead. I can just hit them with, like, going for a bullseye. They're dead. There's nothing I can do about that. What were they supposed to do about that? Like, I know I shouldn't be complaining. I was just complaining that I died. But, like, they just died. I feel bad. Did you enjoy this hollow victory? No. No, not in the slightest, actually. Like, yeah, they're trying to protect themselves with that. They don't get to do that. I just run Slay here, and then I redirect with my 4 because I have a higher speed and they can't redirect me. Yeah, wow, that, I just feel really bad now. It's like, yeah, no, I just, like, run take the shot on them. And then I redirect that later. Oh, I can't play any of this, so let's just skip them there. Yeah, because then I just do yield my flush on you. You no longer defend against that. Going for bullseye on you. Yeah, you no longer get to defend against that. Okay, full stop is... How do you balance this? That's what I'm unsure of. How do you balance this? Because then I just do take the shot on them. There's nothing I can do. I go first. That guy is dead now. Okay, then they hit me with that. Oh, well. Yeah. Wasn't expecting Yield My Flesh to win that, actually. Okay, and then they die. I'm so sorry for doing this to you. This must not be fun to play against. Because now you just die. And there's nothing you can do about that. Guns are ineffective against competent opponents, yeah. Because I have so much speed dice advantage here, you just explode. Like, yeah, that's a cute page. Counterpoint, I have headshot. And I get to go before you. Yeah, my entire team now gets to go. Yeah, so you just get one-sided by the range dice and now die. Overcome crisis kills here. I don't even need to care about what I clash. That just works. Yeah, and then you die. So guns just kill you if you don't have a build to counter guns. This feels like a massive game of rock, paper, scissors. If your opponent runs guns, you need single strike to take them out. If your opponent runs single strike, you can just run multi-strike to take them out. I feel like that was a build to counter guns. That was a build to counter guns? Oh no. Somebody, okay, hold on. Chat, new goal. I'm gonna show you all of these pages. Take note of everything here. Take note of everything here. Make a build to counter this. I just want to see if there's any way this can be countered. That was building for remembrance? Okay, that's fair, yeah. Like, make a build to counter this. These three all have the same. They have this, they have this. Just counter this. I want to see if guns can be countered or if they're just broken. In the meantime, I'm going to start equipping more gifts. I do also want to check, against somebody who's willing, after this, would you mind if I quickly pull up Maxman? I want to see how good the anti-cheat is. Like, because this game has an inbuilt anti-cheat, and if I get banned, I can just say I was against somebody who willingly went up against me to test it out. I am just curious to see if the anti-cheat is as effective as it says it is. I'm not sure how Maxman would work here. You have a build ready? Okay, cool. Let's go then. Online. Just join me. It is an Urban Nightmare thing, so yeah, just join me there. Right, okay. Cool. So this is Bamboo Hatter Kim, Oscar. So this is... The Unrelenting is to stop getting one shot. That makes sense. Do you have an You don't have an Unrelenting, so we can kill Eugen. Eugen just dies first turn. There's nothing they can do to stop that, other than getting redirected? Okay. I'm assuming this might be counter thing? Counter blocked? I'm not sure. Let's try this. Okay, so the pages are a lot stronger than I thought. If any of them get through, that's just death for the opponents. So the question is... I'm curious to see. I'm curious to see if this can beat me. Because if this does beat me, then I will concede that guns aren't as powerful, don't need like an immediate nerf. Why did the people like... Oh, paralyzed. Ah, I see. So the paralyze is to stop an immediate gun spam. Okay. Ah, okay, I get the point. I get the point of what you're doing here. That makes sense. I'm gonna throw into a crisis on you. Okay. That makes sense. I'm assuming it's just a lot of overcharge. Yeah, okay, so it's a counter to first turn spam, is the way this build works. Okay. That makes sense. I can take that hit. Then you go... Like, I just want to get my shot through there. I could probably attack you after that with them. Yeah, I use them after. Which means they get to redirect with them, but it's fine. Is it my turn yet? No, you still have that. Okay. In theory, they clash with that. Although I'm not sure if they can clash with that. I mean, like, maybe it'll go higher then? Anyway, is it my turn? Yeah, with them. Because then I go to that there. And then I go to a prescripts on... Oh, they want to lose that. That's interesting. Good deck building. That on you. Okay. And let me see if this works, I suppose. Wouldn't Liu builds be really OP for this? Yes, but that would put us into Star of the City range. No, multiplayer decks can go up to whatever, but your opponents can only ever run up to the max that you're running. So that's that. Overcharge is a good counter. The only problem is it means that a lot of their people will just be out of the fight next scene. Although I guess the question is, do they survive long enough to have made it worth it? Okay, that's good. That's good. We didn't want to win that. Otherwise they got value out of that. Okay. Ooh, Overcharge does win there. Okay, that's interesting. Okay. Okay. Now we see what the battle state looks like. Okay. I think I did just play badly there. I think I probably could have played better. I think you probably definitely could have played better there. Did they counter full stop? No, they used Overcharge. Which is an interesting counter. Actually, no, Overcharge did work pretty well. I don't think I handled that well, but yeah, and then I got bad speed rolls, so I do just die here, but like... Did I win that? I hope I win that. Let's make sure they're dead. Oh, and then they just redirect because they get to go faster. In the passives, they just rolled 18. Yes, no, they did. They just counter full stop with more full stop. It's just another first turn deck. It's just a different colored first turn deck. But with two people that don't run first turners. That's quite cool. That's interesting deck building. I'm not mad about that, actually. That is just interesting deck building. How do they get this? I guess they're immobilized, they're not staggered, which is an important thing to consider. Okay, they die. If I had Remembrance there, that would be good for me, but I don't. And then I get low speed values again, so I just die. Okay. There's a mod for that with a problematic creator. Yeah, there is. Okay, so here... I think the problem here is just that we got lower speed values. I have lower everything, so I think I just die here. Like, I don't get to control the flow of this turn anyway, and I'm already low down on health. I'm not upset about this, actually, at all, because I did ask for a build to counter this. The question is, I have to ask the creator of this build, would you run this build in normal combat, yes or no? As in, is this something that you would go into lobbies with? And, if you wouldn't mind, if you're in the Discord, could you send me this? Send me this build, and then I want to see if anybody can beat this build. I want to see if we can refine a build down to the point where nobody can beat it. You want to try something you think you're going to lobbies with? Yeah, okay. We can try that after then. I just died a rip space. Okay. And I can't redirect because I got lower speed, so that's just death for me. Okay. Like, I can't kill with them, but at least I can get some damage in. Can I redirect that? Do I want to redirect that? I mean... let's redirect that. Allow my range to go through. Natural selection on library Ruina builds is interesting. I mean, it's... At the end of the day, I have to imagine that the game is somewhat fixed. You have to imagine. So the question is, at what point do you get to a build that nobody can beat? At what point does that happen? There are no... I have no pages. This mod is on Steam. Yes, this mod is on Steam. Wait, that's a stupid idea. What am I doing? That doesn't even work how I think it works. Speed RNG plays a huge factor as well, plus some pages will always counter other pages. Yes. Yeah, I mean, if that's the case, then that's fine. I think the problem here is... I'm not really sure how to make this feel fair. Is my problem. I'm not sure at what point I would be like, yep, okay, no, I'm happy with the point that the balancing of this mod is at. We can call it a day here. Like, I'm not sure where the point that would be lies for me. We just min roll, that's fine. They die, great. That's my unrelenting proc. I wish I had any sort of healing on them, but I don't. They just die, yeah, okay. Okay, that was a terrible turn for us. Nothing happened, and now is the point where I forfeit the match. Okay. Interesting. So welcome to streaming. Ah, nice. Welcome to the stream. Okay, so they're not that overpowered. If you wouldn't mind sending that build on stream, but currently I believe there was somebody else who wanted to go up against this build to see if the build they had worked. So yeah, you go ahead now. Cherry? Yeah, Cherry, you go ahead now. Just came back, how's it going? We're doing a little bit of testing to see if range pages are broken to the point that nobody would be able to beat them. So this is Remembrance. We've got a Remembrance start. This is a dead slot. If you think about it like a dead slot, then it gets far better. The reason why it's a dead slot is actually quite interesting to see, but that's besides the point. Who is our biggest threat? These guys can counter us, so we want to use our latter range pages on them. Here, anything we do here is going to get redirected, is the problem. So we may as well... Also, we got bad rolls on our start here, so we may as well just throw that into the world. That's fine. We got good speed RNG. That's good for us. And our two better speed rolling guys got higher speed. What channel? Go for Ruina Spoilers, I would say. Ruina Spoilers is what I'd go for there. Right. Now. Really? No redirect? So that just passes. I guess you'll get redirected by them later? Okay, so this is to counter any... See, the thing is, hold on. There's no timer, so I can do this. So we've got a 2 to 7 here. Right? So, 2 to 7. They have inherently a +2. They have no extra strength. They gain a +3. They have +2 as well from Blind Fire. Right? Okay, the weak librarian's going to use Wrath of Torment. Yeah, it's fine. So now it is a 2 to 7 plus 7. So it becomes a 9 to 14. Right? And now we look at indiscriminate shots, let's say. So 1 to 8. 1 to 8. Then we get +2 power. +3 power from Snipe. +2 power from Blind Snipe. Blind Fire. So then that is +7 again. 7 again. So then that's 8 to 15. Okay. So relatively comparable stuff. If I shoot them here, they have a 9 to 14 every time of winning. So my boundary is 1 over either side. So what are the chances that I win this? The probability of me winning this, how would I calculate that? It's the probability that I get higher than all that. It would be a lot of maths that I don't want to have to do. Counterpoint, take the shot. Take the shot has a lower top, so would not always be able to overroll it. But it has a 1... No, it's better to just indiscriminate. Oh, you're going first. Let's go calculation for later. The question I had was, is it better to just use the going for bullseye to counter that? Or just use the headshot to clear that? That was the question I had. 4 to 8 here. They have no extra speed. They gain +3 from that. There's no way this wins. This is a 7 to 12, 3 to 8. I can just use a range page against that without worrying, because I will always win that range fight. Rose is getting targeted by 2 people now? 2 people now. Can't see Ruina spoilers. You need to get the roll for that. Okay, so this is annoying. This is really annoying because that takes a range page off of the field. But yeah. That's not something we have to worry about too much. It is annoying, but not something we have to worry about too much. So this has a roll range of 9 to 14. The question is, do we take the hit? No. No, we don't. We don't take the hit. That's a bad idea. We instead just go for extra damage on them with that. Yes, okay, so here's where our maths comes in. I am happy taking that risk. Statistically, they have to win 3 times over. I have to win once, and I also on Clash Lose get +2. So after the first dice fails, it actually goes up to a 10 to 17, and a 10 to 17 stands fairly good odds against a 9 to 14. I'll take that. Yeah, I'm happy with taking those odds. 6 to 12 is worse for me, but that's why I have Headshot. 6 to 12 is why I have Headshot. Which I'm fine with. That's good for me. The problem they're doing here is they're taking away all my range dice. But if I counter them and take out these guys, the problem is they're keeping Rose and Bamboo-Headed Kim alive, which are their scalers. I think if I had to make up a meta for this mod on the spot, I think the difference, you want your team comp should have 2 types. You should have first turn strengths, and you should have scalers. I think here, Rose is an in-between. Rose might be a turn 2 scaler because they get charge and then they hit a rip space. Bamboo-Headed Kim is your long-term scaler. I would not be surprised to see smoke here. No smoke. Oh, this is a rush build. Okay. Because then our Bamboo-Headed Kim scales. If we can keep our Bamboo-Headed Kim alive, our Bamboo-Headed Kim scales better than their Bamboo-Headed Kim. Comparatively, we have 2 scalers, 2 long-term scalers, and then we have 3 quick goes. If we can get smoke up on them and then hit them with the Boundary of Death, that is just GG for one of them, because it doubles damage. How many of them have pierce resistances? Only you. You're dead anyway. We don't have to care about this guy. This is a wasted page. Just to say. The Valentines are scalers too. Are they scalers? They don't appear to be scalers. Dude having Kazuna? That's true, but I wouldn't really call that a scaler. Also, it's your turn, by the way. You've got, Rose. They're kind of scalers, but I would call them turn 2 scalers. They're not really, like... But they are first turn damage. The idea is they do first turn damage so that they can counter my range. Is the idea of them. I forgot my bad? No, don't worry about it. See, now here is the point where I go for I take the shot underneath that. And then I have you. And you now run a Yield My Flesh on you. The only one that can counter that Yield My Flesh is you, and a Yield My Flesh versus Yield My Flesh would be very funny. It might have been more optimal to save it for the 6th slot so it couldn't be redirected, but that's fine. That's fine. I'm new to this mod. I don't know all the ins and outs just yet. They redirect that. 3 to 6. 3 to 6 plus 2, so it's a 5 to 8. 8 to 12. 9 to 12, because I have that. And then just a bunch of gambling. 9 to 12. 9 to 12 is lower than my my take the shot. So I'm fine with that. That's fine by me. And then go for an indiscriminate shots on you. And I can't fire on you because I got unlucky. Okay. You didn't attribute passives? No, you have oh, no, you have snipe there. Who didn't you attribute passives to? You attributed passives to everyone. Everyone has passives. Kim has nothing. No, he does. Distinctly Remembrance. Remembrance Snipe. Remembrance Snipe is not something he runs by default. He has minimum offensive, but otherwise you can see my Kim's built differently. Your Kim is built. What? It doesn't show for me? That's a bug? Does your Kim not have those builds then? Or is that just... Okay, that's interesting. Mm-hmm. I think, yeah, looking at this would be really cool for a competitive scene. A competitive scene that does not yet exist. Because it would have to be built up. Okay. Let's see how this goes. We failed the first gamble, we won the second, great. And then they get staggered. Okay, cool. We won that. Like, statistically, we were going to win that. Yeah, they die, it's a wasted shot, that's fine. I knew that was going to happen. Ooh, they get we stagger your bamboo had a Kim. Okay. That's rough for you. You take that shot, I don't care. You okay? Your guy dies there. Okay. So now I win. I think is the inevitability of this, because your main scaler is dead. Your main scaler is staggered. Your Rose can't really do anything, and your Yuchin's there. Yeah, that went way worse than expected. See, just doing the maths, statistically, I was going to win that. Just because of the way that Take the Shot works, it's an 8 to 15, 10 to 17 on the next 2 dice. Your scaling, you had a 9 to 14, I had an 8 to 15 and a 10 to 17. And I got 3 chances, you got 1. Statistically, the likelihood of you winning that, I mean, I could calculate it. But the likelihood of, I think you're 6 to 12 with the power stacking on 3 people. Ah, so then you would be able to overcome it? Yeah, I mean... I think you might have gotten a bit unlucky. If your Meow Meows had gone better, then you would have ended up with an 11 to 16. And 11 to 16 stands a far better chance of winning. If your Meow Meow stacking had gone better. But it was just unlucky there. Then again, my Feebles could have stacked on your turn 1 clashes, your Valentines. So that dies there. There's some interesting strategy to this. First turn is just OP. I think the thing is... you have to look at this as a team comp of you need your first turn damage. I think it is impossible to win a game without first turn damage. That's just, it's an inevitable way you need them. You need a scaler, and then I think for a third, rather than running Eugen, because Eugen never really does much, I think you want to run a defense. I think if you had been running, say, an Oscar, I reckon, it feels like a bit of a dead slot, but I reckon that, not an Oscar, a Salvador. Run a Salvador, 3 allies gain 2 protection, and then you run here, and then you go other protection. It probably gets better in Star of the City because then you have Ujats to do stuff, but it's fence. I think 2 fence spams, because then... Oh, that's next scene. No, you need turn 1. Turn 1 protection. Scattering Slash might be the play. Do you run a Scattering Slash and just another 1 cost, and then take attacks? I said that match was rather enjoyable. That match was quite enjoyable. I think... Yeah, no, I think it's just... The problem I had to start with was I was viewing this as normal Ruiner. I don't think this is normal Ruiner anymore. How do you feel with Star of the City 2v2? Yeah, okay, I'll do that. Let's try and apply what we've learnt from this to do a Star of the City 2v2. Trying to beat keys to realization and dying after killing remorse. Have you used every ego page? You need to be able to use every ego page you need to have used every ego page in Angela's kit, because then that allows you to win the reception. Okay, check the rune spoilers, post their build. Thank you. Might not run it now. Okay, Star of the City 2? Yeah, let's do Star of the City 2. I'm happy to do a Star of the City 2 match. So, what I think we want to do here... So, Star of the City 2. We want our first turn and we want our scaler. I think Red Mist is our scaler. Then who's our first turn DPS? That's what I think we need to think about this like. We want our first turn DPS and our scaler. So, looking down at this. Why can I not... Oh, that's weird and not... That's broken. Okay, I can't... Oh no, it's middle mouse. What am I doing? I'm just... So, why can I not... Okay, that is just... It's broken beyond all belief, actually. I am not going to question that. Okay. Do we get... Oh, that is... Ruin a coding. So my youngest is up here, right? This is my youngest. Yeah, so we don't get my youngest. We get access to Liu 2, so we get... Honestly... No, we don't get Zhao's key page. Zhao's key page is there. My youngest is Star of the City 2, is it? Okay. So that's definitely a... Is Red Mist a turn 1 attacker or a turn 2? Who's our scaler here? You get Lowell? We do get Lowell, that is true. If I can click on... Can I not? Hold on, let me quickly reset this. My youngest got nerfed? Oh, okay. That's useful. Red Mist, I think Red Mist is still our scaler. I reckon we get Red Mist Smoke. I reckon Red Mist Smoke is our scaler, and then we need a turn 1 DPS. Or, we run an Ujat. If we run an Ujat to give defense to our scaler, and then the Ujat themselves never dies, the scaler gets time to ramp up, and then the scaler kills both. Yeah. Okay, hold on, I can see a vision in that. I can see a vision in that. That seems quite cool. Because, okay, yeah, well, let's check my youngest. So, Gabra. Sorry, my mistake. That's supposed to be on you. What on earth? Oh, that's cursed. I don't think that's Gebra. No, Yeah, no, something's gone wrong there. Right, yeah, red mist. So what's happened here? The strongest for every 25 points of damage this character deals in a scene gain up to 1 strength at the next scene. That's cool. I like that changed. And then Maya's prowess is... Well, there's no reason to run Maya's prowess anymore. Although... the speed is quite useful. Power against targets with slower speed. Power per 2 points of difference up to 2. Okay. That's interesting. Okay. That's cool. So I reckon we want to run Gebra Ujat. Where's Ujat? Huh. Sorry, do we not have Ujat at the moment? No, we have Ujat. I'm just blind. Where are they? Yeah. Okay. Number 1 Ujat you called? Yes, welcome. Yeah, because then we have... Give 2 protection to the ally that suffered most. What's foreseen after suffering that? Yeah, and then we protection spam. Roland's the worst key page ever? Yeah, I'm not using Roland. It's just funny to have him. So then we're using 2. I think here, toughness is an interesting idea for scaling. Because just thinking about it, how many... We have 10 points, right? We get access to 10 points. Here, this is... The Ujat is something we want. We could go... We don't have access to that draw just yet. Zhao Mog, Zhao is 3. We're going for 2. So Gebra... I mean, all Gebra builds are simple. It's just... Okay. The question is, chat. Do we want to build a scalar red mist or do we want to build a first turn red mist? Because there is a stupid first turn red mist build I could do, which is quite literally just, that's not how you spell inhale. It is quite literally, well, it's a second turn red mist, really. We could just go for a turn 2 red mist, go for the knockout. This is so stupid, and this is a 2v2. This is a 2v2. If we get lucky here, we just win. Go for it? Yeah, sure. Okay, I'm so sorry, Cherry. I just want to see if this works. Frankly. I guess you do get the chance to respond to this, so it's not like that awful for you. I remember Dexter not counterbotting. Oh, okay, interesting. We'll see how this goes then. We'll see if this is bonkers. So yeah, then we go for Puffy, because we want Wang? Yeah. Sooty Puffy Broom. We don't want Lone because we're going to be running with someone else. We don't want Remembrance because we're going to be running with somebody else. What do we care about? We care about first turn draw. And then we care about turn 2. Say is battle ready? Yeah. Although... is there anything better for that? I mean, I think battle ready. Battle ready. Says page. Battle ready, draw 2 more pages to start the act. Yeah, okay, that just gives us that. And then we want more... Then I think we want to go for Snipe. The reason I think we want to go for Snipe... And then we get 1 more cost, which will just be... Something good for this. Stimulating fumes if we're already going for smoke, although the idea is to kill immediately. Singular strike? Ooh, we could go singular strike rather than snipe. But no, but we want the inhale smoke to win, so no. Because otherwise, like... We do only have 10... Oh, not CC. We do only have 10 attribution points, right? We're not going for 12. Yeah, but Onrush, it's just +2 power. Which is decent, but... Bzz, bzz. Yeah, that's an idea. Inflict 1 paralysis to 3 random enemies. Ah, yeah, and then we put that on both. Okay, that's cool. This is not a scaler. Chat. If you think this is a scaler, I'm afraid you're in the wrong place. We are going for the kills you instantly build. Okay. Wait. Can I play that? Where's Liragol? Liragol is here. Oh no, it's just +2 damage, which means with that... How good would Church Gears plus damage on first dice be? It might be pretty good, but it's not the build I'm going for. This is more of a... This is a defensive, so we want to go for protection. Anything that will give protection to all other allies. I mean... Next scene is the problem. Combat start, coordinated assault, yeah. Go ready up, and then go charge. Or fence. Ready up. Charge. Is there anything that gives me charge? There? Oh no, graze the grass is just a better energy cycle. Okay, let's try this. Oh, we want more protection here. Firm's a great mountain. We're going for turn 1 stuff. We don't want to heal. The idea is to just kill quickly. Is there anything else that would buff another character? Esther? Okay, hold on. The castigation? No, as in like a passive, not a... Oh, you were just replying to them. Okay. Gambit's row 3, yeah, no. Donghuan for his passives? We could go Donghuan. Wait, no, it's Donghuan would be here. If we go... Toughness, and then a speed passive. More boots, that's true. And then haste. We go for gambling. It's always a gambling angle, chat. Okay. Let's see if this works. There we are. 2v2 Star of the City. Why is Lucy on top left corner? That is because CBT paid for them to be there. That's why. Okay. Let's see if this works. So, inhale smoke, focus spirit. Oh yeah, you go first. Jesus. Oh, we got the haste roll. Then we go for Ujak, graze the grass. Okay, what are you running? Nope. Singleton, presumably Blade Unlock gaming. I'm assuming you're going for Castigate gameplay. Pierce dice power +2. What potential Raging Torrent. So you're the scaler here. You are... Oh, boss's orders. Okay. You're a discard deck. You're a discard strength buffing. Okay. It's the character of the key page. Yeah. So they're presumably seeing Red Mist and Anujat right now. No stagger protection? No. No stagger protection. So I get turn 1 because I have snipe out already stuff. Did I not run him? I didn't run Meow Meow, but I did run Boots Boots, which I'm not sure if that's the better thing to do there. Because that means that their rolls are crippled, which I'm not sure is the better move or not. So now they have to, their Esther will be fully out, which means we get to determine what we do next against them. Doing great support. That's true, but if we kill the DPS is the thing. Okay, yeah, they're going for my DPS as well. Okay, I'm sorry to break it to you, but that means I get my inhale smoke off. 5 to 7, 5 to 7. I have that. You have 2 paralysis. I win them. Yeah, I'm sorry to say I win that, and then I wait for you, and then I do a Grace the Grass against whatever you go for. Oh, you redirected that. Okay. Does it need to clash? I mean, I'm fine with it clashing. It's better for it to clash. Great. That's fine. I don't care about taking hits. Their whole purpose is protection. I get the hit off there, so I get my smoke. More protection. You won that, and the red missed. Okay. I'm the red mist, and I'm running snipe. Can you nuggets target each other? I don't think so, but I'm not sure. Okay. Anyway. Yeah, no, your turn. Life protection. So yeah, now I have 6 smoke, 3 strength, 2 protection. Yeah, I think this is... I think I get the playoff here. I just realized you have... This setup is so much more powerful than it is in base Ruina. I just realized how much stupidly more powerful this is. Because... like, you have so much less stagger resist than people normally do at this stage of the game. You just die here. There's just nothing you can do about this. This is... you just die. This is easily advantage you? Yeah, no. In every world, this is advantage me. Like, because then I just run... ready up there. And then you get to go. In every world, this is advantage me. Because then I take that, and then there's nothing I can do. They can't redirect it, because if they redirect it to them, I just redirect it back. They've just lost. This is just game for them. I don't see a way out of this. I do believe this is just game, because onrush, kill, kill. Yeah, like... because then I just take, what, this? Oh no, I lose the clash! I didn't even realize I had Oh. Yeah, this is... then I get my smoke, I'm at 10 smoke. Staggered. Staggered, kill, kill. Yeah. Geber is just as powerful as she is in normal gameplay. Okay. Yeah, I tried to avoid red mist. I'm not sure what you can do against that. You just have to stop her getting her conditionals. She's a 2-turn scaler that nukes the field after she goes out. The only way to deal with her would be somebody who has enough stagger resist. Like, you would probably have to run a Maxim. Even Maxim doesn't have enough stagger. Nobody has enough stagger. Trying to avoid using her because she's broken? Yeah, no, that's fair. That is very fair. This game needs a ban system. I think this would be really cool if it had 2 modes. One where you just play with friends, and another where you have like a pick system. So you can go, I don't want you to use these key pages, and then I don't want you to use these key pages. Then you select key pages on librarians, and then you can do stuff there. And then you like get given, I don't know, 5 minutes to build. I think that'd be really cool. Yay stagger restore and slash resist page to counter onrush. Counterpoint, I believe that still counts as a stagger. I don't know, I've never used it against them, but from memory, you then, you get the stagger, it goes again to somebody else, and then it ricochets back off. A pick ban phase would just have Gebra banned permanently. Counterpoint, this is the entire star of the city. You can, in theory, if you wanted to, run anyone up here. Like, is there anyone up... Like, the only thing that I can think would make this stronger is if I got, like... I mean, if I had access to Impuritas pages, yeah. But if I instead got, say... I don't know... where are you? What am I looking at? I'm looking for Yan. Here. If we get access to Yan, Yan then gets give strength, give protection. Yan just does that. Pretty sure it doesn't. Okay. Does anybody want to run it? If you've got if somebody pull up Yay, and let's just do a quick round of me using Gebra against you. Just a one slot Yay. I'll go online. Just anybody with a 1 slot Yay. Then we can do that. We'll see if it counts as a stagger. Blockma, yeah, there are no end pages, which is problematic for that. Blockma does not work with that. I have no pages because that's the entire point of it. Otherwise, he's just a defensive build, which is in theory useful for stopping stuff, but, okay, do you have Yay on you? Do you have... You have immediate repairs. Okay, this is a better situation for you because there's only one of you, and also health and SR are doubled. So this is definitely a better situation for you. I'm not sure if it's good or not, but it is better for you. Oh. Oh yeah, you're just skipping so I can get conditionals. Yeah, that's fair. The problem is getting you into slash range. Okay, let me... Oh, no. I did realize because we're playing Duel, this is quite out emotion levels, yeah. Do you want to quickly quit out? Because it's going to take a while for us to get, like, I'm not sure if I can decrease your full stagger in a Duel. Yeah. A lot of powers on turn 1. I think it's fair. I originally 2v2 to make it easier, yeah. I think it's actually quite cool because you need to determine whether or not it is more worth it for you to have scalers or turn 1 damage dealers. I think it's quite cool. I'm honestly quite a big fan of it. Like, I didn't like the system at first because I was thinking of it as normal Ruina, but as soon as you start thinking of it as a different sort of game where you have to actually strategize around the fact that your opponents have stuff like that, it becomes quite cool. Gebra can do both. Yes, depending on the configuration she is built into, yeah. Lone Fixer is legal, but Lone Fixer is kind of gutted. It's a +1 strength. Okay. And now turn 2. How nerfed? Yeah, it's 1 strength. Attack Esther? I will do. I'm going to quickly do... I need to use Onrush here, and then I use Inhale Smoke on you. I'll just defend now. Just so I don't accidentally stagger, I'm going to be targeting them with my Inhale Smoke. So, Inhale Smoke. Onrush does not count as a stagger! So that's how you use that. If you have a Gebra, you need an immediate repairs, because your immediate repairs then stops that, and then their turn 2 thing fails. So you need a haste stacking immediate repairs. Haste stacking immediate repairs shuts down Gebra. That stops that setup, which means the Gebra can't get the smoke from that, which means they don't get confirmed stagger. Okay, there's a way around it. There's counterplay, which is why I would say if there was a pick system. If there was a pick system, that would be good. Yeah, you probably wouldn't want if you had immediate repairs. Yeah, because I wouldn't have the light to deal with it. Yeah, no, because I would have played into that. You would have been able to redirect into the one with immediate repairs. I wouldn't be able to stagger, and then I can't do that again. Don't target, but you need it in second slot. You need it in second slot so you can actually smoke stack. What if you just abuse Spear Smoke? I don't think it's as quick of a kill. You can still hard counter it with Bina. Yeah, running Bina works. I think there's a lot of counterplay. Which is why I really like this. I think I'm probably going to end up stream here for today, but I really honestly think that this is a cool mod. I went into this with the wrong thinking. My thinking was at first, oh, this is going to be Ruina PvP, as in I can build the normal builds that I build, but the thing you have to think about is less, I'm building a normal team, and I'm building a few comps. I'm building... You need your immediate attackers, you need your first turn attackers, then you need a scaler or protection. Or, I think it's... The way to actually put it would be you have your scaler, you have your immediate attackers, and then you have your wildcard. You can have another scaler, you can have protection, you can have a buffer, you can have another immediate attacker if you wanted, but I think 3 immediate attackers is the best thing to put there. And then I think that's how you comp it. You could, in theory, have your wildcard be a Remembrance Sacrifice if you wanted to buff your scaler more, but yeah. I think that's quite cool. I want to apologize again for the first round. Don't worry about it. I was going in the mod with the wrong mindset. Lighters are probably going to throw an opportunity spot to force out a lot of emotion coins. Yeah. I think, honestly, really cool mod. If you do want to play it, want to go another time? Yeah, I'd be interested in streaming this again. I'd really like to set up a tournament for this, but I need a way to actually set things. Yeah, here you are. This is the mod, Multiplayer Ruiner Online. If you do want to try it out, you can just subscribe to the mod, that is. Yeah. Cool mod. That'll be all for today's stream. If you did enjoy, please do consider joining the Discord, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.